Hey everyone, bloodmako here, and this is my Shinryu video for the new Intersecting wheel, for Iroha's Intersecting wheel, Forcefully with Dignity. So in this one we are fighting Cloud of Darkness and Evil Eye, I believe. I think that's what it's called. They like to add, lunatic, heretic. Oh, sorry, it's called floating eye. Okay, so both of them have unique force time moves when they actually hit, when they actually hit the 100% in the force gauge. For Cloud of Darkness, she gains a counter. So every time you take, she takes HP damage, she will actually trigger zero form particle beam on the attacker. So I believe it works exactly the same as our Cloud of Darkness. So I'm expecting multiple HP dumps and also the delay. And after that, she will recover 80% of her health, of her damage taken after turn. So I'm assuming after you hit her, she will recover 80%. So if by chance they actually do get force time, then we'll just recommend that you either paralyze her such that she doesn't take any turn, and most probably might actually counter that counter that she does. So her first ability is she'll remove her own debuffs, and she will do a group AOE Brv attack with a HP dump. Guaranteed hit as usual. So I think if you're not running a tank without you're not running, for example, War of Light, then you might have some trouble there. So I also use Luna Freya to increase the force gauge, just so that I can really just speed up the process of charging the gauge. So for the floating eye, it does group gaze. So it's just a group magic HP attack. I'm pretty sure it comes out of break. Yeah, it recovers from break, and it ignores effects that reduces HP, so no HP notification other than shields as usual, and it will paralyze anybody that's less than 50% health. Okay, not the worst. I mean, there's the force ability anyway. So it has the same buffs as Cloud of Darkness, where you recover 80% of the HP damage taken, and after that it will use. It seems like it will only use Ultrasonics Plus during force time. So same thing. It will paralyze anybody that's less than 50% HP, and it will recover from break, and it's a magic attack. So I brought oh my god, I'm blanking on my summon's name right now. Alexander, yeah, I brought Alexander for the increased HP, and also just in case I do take 1 or 2 HP attacks, then yeah, Alexander can just heal me right out. Because in case you didn't notice, I don't have a single healer. The only healer was my friend's support, and that was it. But honestly, it's not needed, and I could have set up a bit better, in the sense of a lot faster, because if you take a look at the turns, I feel like my setup wasn't that bad, because you can see that the turn order is kind of like perfect, because I want Makina to go, delay himself, and then Kane will jump into the air, and Cam will engage, start the force gauge, and also apply Ice Enchant. That was the plan at least, and it also fit perfectly because the bosses will actually take 1 turn each, and Makina can increase the damage that he does. Okay, well, it doesn't really increase the damage that he does, but it extends the force time duration because of the counters that he does. But unluckily for me, Kane actually okay, I can't remember whether it was I know it just happened, but I can't remember if it was a speed up or it was because it was a break in order, that kind of thing. But yeah, so I would have rather A and B gone and then Makina's turn. But yeah, not the end of the world. I also remembered to apply my Frost Enchant. If not, then I'll be doing significantly lesser damage because of how Kane's force time works, right? Or well, rather, I think I'll be doing 20% less every time because the stun still goes up, right? So yeah, 20%, but it's still significant. Don't get me wrong, it's still quite significant. So honestly, quite outdated FR, but he's still able to do so much damage, which makes it so much easier for us. Look at it right there, the kind of act. Machina hits. So if B was around, I would do all these follow-up attacks. I'll do about 4 more HP dumps, and I believe that if I had timed everything correctly, I would have been able to kill them during Machina's burst sequence. I mean, from how long the duration is, you know, how long the video is, you can actually tell how fast I actually kill them, and because of how many HP dumps there is, Machina alone has, I believe, 8 or 7. I would like to say that, and along with the launching, and also Kane's follow-up. So yeah, it's about an average of a 10 HP dumps per turn. So yeah, it is actually very significant, that 20%. So there we go, increase it by 60. The lens. It would have been perfect if Kane was in the launch. Again, if Kane was in the launch, I believe I could have killed both of the bosses in the burst sequence, or if I had used yeah, I believe I might not have killed them if I used another skill, because again Kane was not inside, but it could have increased the force gauge to the point where I could have killed both of the bosses. But you know, Machina will have yeah, in terms of the burst duration, Machina will still have enough to just spam his burst blades in the burst sequence itself. So yeah. But again, I actually made I wouldn't say a very significant mistake, but it allowed one of the boss to live, and that mistake was to actually use the first turn to hit the floating eye. Because if I had just hit a Cloud of Darkness, then use the last hit in the burst sequence to hit the floating eye, and then do the burst finisher, I believe I would have been able to kill both of them. You know, because of how much damage the last hit before the burst sequence or before the burst finisher would have done. So yeah, I think you have put Cloud of Darkness low enough such that the finisher will have finished her, and you will also and because of the last hit and how well paper the floating eye is, I believe the burst finisher could have also killed the floating eye. So if you're watching, if you're trying to see what happens if you let them take turns, then I'm sorry to say that they actually don't take any more turns. After this, I believe they also don't get any more turns. I actually went to summon and stuff. So yeah, you know, I basically kill them here and now basically. So you can see the damage really ramping up right now. It's about what? I believe that was 130 or 1.3 million per hit. I believe it was like 1.3. Maybe 153 in total. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so Kane's follow-up is doing about 2 million. So Machina's Machina's dance, I would like to call it, is actually doing there we go, 176 million. Insane. Yeah, so this was when I realized I could actually use the last move to finish Cloud Darkness, and then prior to the last move I could have targeted the floating eye. Oh well, you know, you learn, right? So pretty decent damage, 119 million. No, pretty nice number, and there we go. Kane's follow up from 35%. He actually dropped down to the 29%. That was 6%. So it's pretty significant, guys. And also, if I didn't use the EX, if I had used his LD, for example, I believe I would have done even more damage. And yeah, that was 9 million. And that dropped him down to, well, after Kane's follow-up, dropped him down to 10%. So this boss is actually really paper, the floating eye. So on the off chance you're actually letting them take turns, then I would suggest you actually focus on the floating eye instead. You know, basically just make sure that it dies such that it doesn't have any turns in the force time, and you know, just deal with Cloud of Darkness by herself. I guess that would be the best way to deal with this if you are letting them take turns, because Cloud of Darkness is significantly tankier, has significantly more health than Floating Knife. In fact, that 3%, I believe Makina was able to finish that 3% off. Granted, there is a launch, but yeah, he's able to finish that off without much difficulty, honestly. Look at that, he's already at 1%, so I'm assuming that if Makina was not able to finish him off, then he would have died in the next turn. So yeah guys, this is my run for Iroha's Intersecting Will. Still using the old team. There's no more tickets for me to try and get using the boosted character. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.